Merry Christmas from the Barbecue Butcher and the Mini Barbecue Butchers. Today we've got a cool video of my version of a turducken. It's a little bit different to other people's, but let's get into it because it's very hot here today. And let's go. So we've got a chicken, we're going to bone out, we've got a duck, and then we've got the big turkey at the end. So what we're going to first start off doing is what I do with a chicken. A lot of people, when they do turduckens, they leave the drumstick meat in. I take that all out. I don't put it in any of my boneless products because in a drumstick it has massive tendons and it has what we call bone spurs in it as well. So sometimes you get little bone fragments in it, and that's why I always take out all my drumstick meat. I don't bone out any drums and put them in the product, but I use the thighs. So what we're going to do first is spin this little guy over. I'm going to take its wings off because I don't put wings in either. People bone these all out, but I don't. This is a quick way of doing a turducken. So we're going to go down the back so it's facing you. Its legs are facing me. Come straight down the back. Pick up all the skin. And you see that would follow through all the way down to be the wishbone. Follow down, and when you get to the thigh, just dislocate it. Hear that? Pretty cool, huh? That's my favorite part of butchering, is dislocating those thighs. Don't know why, but it's pretty cool. Just carry on down. Remember rubbing your knife. Come around here. That's where the wing would have been. And this is the breast meat in here. Just when you come through, always be careful when you're going against the skin because you don't really want to put a hole in the skin. There we go. Carry on down. Then this one, you reverse it back over. You do the opposite on the opposite side. There's the thigh meat. You want the thigh meat in there. There's the bone. A lot of people come down here and it gets in the way. See that bone? People go, oh, I can't get out. I'm stuck. Don't go down the inside. It's a trick. Go on this side. And this one, you want to pop the hip again. Whoop, there we go. Pick up the thigh meat around there. You don't want to, you know, some people go really close to the bone, but you don't want to put all these little bone fragments in it. So just be a bit, you can butcher it, funny joke. But you just carry down and there. And then when you get to this part, do that scoop motion. So there, scoop, 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 scoop. And this will all come off. And just slowly pull it out, not putting a hole in it. And you know my little friend over there is going to be getting that for dinner later on. So we're at this stage. Now remember my other video on how to bone a chicken? They had that little line where the drumstick is. Boom, cut the straight. Because I'll show you what I was talking about. All the tendons. See them in there? You don't want that in your meat. It's very hard when you're doing the turducken. You just don't want it in there. Same with that one. And then we've got your thighs. Again, scoop. Run your knife. And this is the thigh bone. And just roll it out like that. And remember, sometimes chickens have a kneecap like we showed you the other week, so that's all out, so that's cool. Cut there, there, that side of the thigh, that side of the thigh. Then I push it over, and just as I do that, I'm just slowly pushing out the bones. And then here's the knee bone, exactly what I was telling you about. See it? It's pretty cool. That's a chicken knee bone. So that's the base of the chicken that we'll be using in the video. So we'll put him back there. Now, we have a quacky duck from my friends at Quacker Duck, New Zealand. So thank you very much for these cool ducks. So first off, and take its little head off. Cut it through. Oh, there we go, there's the joint. I'll give this to my friend beside me because he's been really good lately. It's an early Christmas present. There we go. There you go. Get rid of them. So then we've got the duck. It's got its feet on. You can cut the feet off if you want. You just find the little joint here. There we go. Just peel it off. Probably give that to the dog later too. There we go. See that little cool little joint I found? And just peel it off. Comes off. So again, we're going to do the same process what we did with the chicken. Go in, find the ball joint, and pull out the wing. And that's how you take off a chicken wing. And he's eating that neck in one go. You're a piglet. There we go, done there. So we're gonna, a lot of people trim all the skin off. Don't trim it off until the end. That's rule number one, because you may need that when you're rolling it all up. That's very important. Okay, so we're going to go down the back again, pick up that meat. There we go, there's that same bone that we were talking about before. So if I went this way, oh, I cut into it. You don't want to go that way, you can't go anywhere. So come down here. And again, a duck is a bird like a chicken, but they are a little bit different. Go there, see there, I've made the little nick there, scoop it out, boom, follow down, and then you turn that over there. Slowly go down that line there. You can see that fat line? That's the line that you should follow when you're cutting it. And then you do that little scoop maneuver again. So there's the bone, you can hear, scoop, cut that, down. I'm going to switch it over and do the other side. Start that end, slowly run your knife, always cutting away from the meat because you don't want to slash the meat. Come down, again there's that little thing. I'm going to say this all the time because when you come to do this at home, you're going to get confused. And that's, you'll see it when you hit it and you'll understand. So there we go, there's its thigh joint.
It's more obvious in a duck.
Yes, it is a lot more obvious in the duck, you're correct, than in the chicken. Chicken is a bit camouflage. So come through there, and then we'll carry on down here into the other side of the chicken breast. Done. And do the scooper maneuver. Scoop, scoop. Again, turn that over, come up, and that's all that come out, that's the middle part. So there's the inside of the duck. Again, like I said before, we're not going to put the drum meat in, so you can just put straight through there. So on a duck, again, it's got big tendons in there, you can see them there and there. Just put that over there. I just find it easier to cook as well without the drum meat. And then this little leg, just roll it out as we have been doing. There we go. Again on this side, straight through. Again, same maneuver, one side of the bone to show it, the other side, and then wheel it all out. There we go. Easy. And then make sure you check that you got the little kneecap out. You don't want Granny choking on the kneecap. Some people might want their grandmother to choke on it, but done. Okay, so there's the base of the chicken, sorry, of the duck. That will go with the chicken. So here, I trim now this fat off because as duck skin is awesome when it's on an open flame, but inside, wrapped inside these, it won't render down as great. So you've got to take a bit of that skin off to make it work. So take the thigh meat here, like I'm doing, and we'll put that in the middle there to make up for it. So we've got more meat in the middle. Put it there, and then this big chunky bit of duck skin. I know duck skin is so cool by itself, but it just doesn't render down inside the turducken very well. So there we go. There's all the duck meat that we'll be using in it. So we'll leave that there. Now we come on to the big boy, Mr. Turkey Worky. Okay, This is the part that I do a lot different to a lot of other people. I leave the wings on. It's the only bonus thing, but that's more for when we go to tie it and for presentation. I've seen people leave the drums on and sew its bum up and do heaps of different stuff. I don't do that. Again, I don't like drumstick meat in my boneless product. So let's get on with it. So then we're going to flip him over. We're going to leave the wings. Do not take the wings off. So we're going to go down the back, exactly like we did the same process on the other two. And we'll come down, and there you go. We've already hit that separate bone there. But we carry on down the thigh, scoop all that thigh meat out. And my favourite part, crunch, crunch. Remember, it's dead, it won't feel it. And carry on down there. So there's the leg coming off. You're going to go up here, pick that meat up, and go on the inside there. And you just want to slowly go down there because you want to leave the wings on as much as you can. And there you go. There's all the thigh meat. There's the thigh meat there, and there's the breast meat. So just cut into that. It's a bit of that jelly stuff that keeps it all together. Rub your finger down if you're not too sure where you're going. And up here, now this is the tricky part. You're going to come to the joint. See the joint there? My knife. Slowly go in there. Around. Cut it off. So there we go. The wing is still attached to the outside. I'm going to go down there. And then we're going to do the scooper maneuver. Cut that tendon there. That's holding the tenderloin of the duck, of the turkey. So that side's done. So that's pretty much perfect. And then we'll come back to taking the drum off. So then we're going to go to this side. I'm going to do the opposite to the opposite side, what we've just done. So then go down the back, pick up the skin. The skin's the good part in the outside part because that's what we're going to roll it all into. Okay, so we carry on going around the thigh. If you can't see it, there you go. I'll just open it up so you can see it in there. There we go. Boom. Cut. There we go. Again, come up here. Remember to open up at each end. See how I did that? I opened it up that end so it flopped that all down so you can get inside the meat, which is what you want to do. Come up here again. We're up to that other wing. So we're coming along here, hitting the joint, scoop. So there we go. We've dislodged the ball joint. There we go. And then we're going to go back down this way. Again, we're going to do the scooper maneuver. And slowly take this carcass off down there. Done. So we take that out there. Plonk that there. Then you've got your wings. And now, these are the bits off the bone chips that I was telling you about. You don't want those going in there. And then we're going to come over here. I'm just going to cut off the turkey drum. Make sure you pick up all that junk in there. Again, there's some big tendons in there. As you think how big a turkey is, it walks on those back legs. You don't want them in there. Okay, this part here. Now we're just going to bone out the thigh. Again, the same as the duck and the chicken. Cut one side, cut the other side like I do. Then do that, and just slowly push that out. See how I'm doing that? Easy. Easy peasy. And take the knee off. Have a look. No bones. That's awesome. Spit it over to this side. Again. 1, 2. And just slowly push that out. There we go. thigh meat. Keep in there, and there's the, again, the knee bone. Done. So there's the base of your turkey. It's a really good idea to have a cloth because poultry gets really juicy. So just washing my hands. And the next part is stuffing. My lovely wife has made us some cool apricot and walnut stuffing. That's what it looks like here. We like using homemade stuffings. You can make all different types of varieties and flavors, but we love this one, so it goes really cool with poultry. And then I'll take off my glove, get that done. Rightio. This is the fun part. So we're gonna start with the duck, and all we're gonna do is just roll. Nice little ball. Don't need much stuffing. Some people pack these things with stuffing. You can even do another little layer over it, but ball like that. Down that side. Done. So there's that. Okay. And we get the chicken. Oh, that's what I mean is you don't want too much stuffing. It all just seeps out when you try and collect it all up. Inside the chicken, then use your thighs to wrap them over like that. And then get him, then you put him right in the middle of the breast part there. We had it. The thigh over. The thigh over. Okay. It's a bit jelly. It's a bit I'm going to turn them over in one go. Now then, he's there like that. So it's all connected under there. Push this part up there, and now this is where we're going to start tying it. Before you do this, make sure you've practiced your butcher knots. Okay, so we've got the shape there. We're going to put one across there, and it'll start taking its shape as we tie it.
That's the hard bit.
That's the hard bit. So there's two types of butcher strings. There's this thicker one. Don't use it for on this because it's a lot harder to tie a fragile piece. Use the thin twine. It's a lot easier. Ready? Move the board up there. Don't move the duck or the chicken or the turkey. Move the board. Makes it easier, okay? Because you don't. Every time you touch this, it gets. So go under its little wing. You just want to keep its shape first, so it's just locking it in. Okay, there's one. And then come down on the back part of the wing. There. Oh, it's a bit tight. You don't want to do it too tight because you'll get it all stuffed up. Let's just slowly do it. So those two are there, and come down. Now we'll put one through the middle, and that'll even out the size of it. Under its little wings. See that? Boom. And this part, you want to push that all back in there. Tie it off. When you take off too much skin, this is one of the problems that you have. I didn't do that properly. But there you go. See, like, there you go, there's the skin, it's in the right place there, and that's what you're trying to gun for. Again, under there. Looks so much easier when you're not doing this under camera. There we go, under there. This is so hot. It's just, it's just so hot. It's just turning to jelly. So that the top part's fine. Up here, it's perfect. It's just the bottom part here. It's just so hot you can just see the meat is just getting some. There we go. Put that in there. Pull the skin over. Remember this. Pull the skin over so that'll lock it in there. Yep. There we go. Move that over. There's the basis of it. Okay. I'm not 100% happy with that. That is for sure. Oh, there's the skin. There we go. That was my problem all along. So then you come along and you can put more string on it if you want. But it's real basic. So you don't have any bones in this, and that's the great thing of it, is when you go to cook it now, you just put it straight in your oven tray, and when it's cooked, it'll firm up. You cut your strings off, and you can just go carve, 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 and you've only got these two little bones here, so you've got no wastage, and it's such easy to carve. So that's the great thing of this. Pretty much a whole boneless turducken. Instead of having the drums on, it's very hard to carve them and take them out and stuff like that. So again, Merry Christmas from New Zealand, and remember to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you up on my next video.